Welcome to this tour of the virtual collaboration environment in Second Life. We're going to show you around the initial facilities that are in this area. So welcome to the iZone. This is a room for intelligent interaction. It's set up to support the idea of the OODA loop: observe, orient, decide, act. And each of the corners has tools and methods specialized to those purposes. In the center, we've got a status table that could be used to bring in information and integrate it and display it to the people who are working together. To your left, the initial corner here has a range of sensors which are feeding in web-based information like Twitter feeds, and could be bringing in positional data of things like UAVs, vehicles and so on from a theatre of operations. Over in this other corner, we have a room we call the Cocktail Lounge, which is a demonstration of questions, options, criteria-based argumentation, where you're looking at options for action. You're generating those options, refining them, and then you're doing analyses of them in various ways, perhaps with VCE Tour input, in order that you can look at the criteria that you would use to rate the options. So there's some example visualizations like the cocktail on a stick visualization you can see in that corner. The idea then is that you would prepare briefings which will be given in the briefing area, where you might bring in senior decision makers, links to outside agencies, NGOs and others, where you could work together to look at the decisions that you want to take given the option analysis that's been done. And then when actions are decided upon, you would come over to the final corner, which is to act, the command and control corner, and where you would link up with communication aids to the outside world and your teams in the real world. On the central table, there's a whole series of devices which we're testing, which instrument this room and which link up with external web services, including intelligent planning aids. Now we're going to go over to the Expo Pavilion. The Expo Pavilion here is being prepared to show a number of tools of relevance to the whole of society crisis response community. At the moment we're showing tools from the CompoEx program that US Joint Forces Command has been involved in. The idea in here is to be able to link up with the tool providers and people providing models and make them available in a form that the people in the WOSCA community can try, find out about, communicate with those involved in providing them, and get involved with using them in productive use. So if you'll follow me now, we'll go out through the doors and we're going to look at the main event facilities. So the amphitheatre here can accommodate a number of different sized workshops from 50 to 100 avatars using a single region in Second Life, and can be extended, as I'll show you in a moment. We've got breakout rooms on each side of the entrance area, and the area where we stood now will be equipped with an event reception capability where people can get their credentials for meetings, which will include tags that identify them and link up with an external web service, so their real organization, real name can be displayed if they've chosen to do that during the workshops. So let's just go inside. So the amphitheatre is initially configured for a single region in Second Life. That could accommodate about 100 avatars for a single meeting space. And the screens can relay presentations from that have been uploaded to the web, and voice chat could cover this entire area in a single meeting. But the area, the amphitheatre here, is configured such that you can change it quickly to deal with 300 avatars. Let me just show you how that works. So I've just removed the central screen and the close-up screens to us, the wall screens. So as you can see, we've now opened up the other 3 regions in Second Life, which gives us a capacity of 300 avatars, and people can still zoom their cameras all the way in on the far screen. They can hear sound audio up to 100 meters, and we have a number of capabilities that we're working on to make sure that people can stay in chat contact and instant messaging contact during meetings with other people around them. Okay, let's leave the facility here, and I'll show you some of the project suites that are available on the island for collaborators. So let's just fly over the Expo Pavilion again. So these are a number of project suites, program offices, with the WASCA community, can set up their facilities, bring people in, demonstrate them, and they can have their own permanent presence in Second Life and in the virtual world. Let's go over the hilltop area here. So we've provided an area here where we could have hilltop meeting spaces, we can have some fun events for helping people get into Second Life and giving them a little bit of a orientation experience while we're doing it. And the more people explore this area, the more people will find some fun meeting spots and others. Let's go across to another project facility, which is called the Joe Geodome. It's already been set up by the US Joint Forces Command Joint Futures Laboratory, and it shows a number of facilities that they're wanting to describe in terms of future. On this tour of the virtual collaboration environment in Second Life,